Hello everyone, GuardianE here with another live reaction and first impression video for Fire Emblem Heroes. Tonight we're getting the reveal of the next legendary hero to drop into the game in just a few short days. Christmas Eve, I think, in fact. So I have the trailer pulled up here. I have not looked at it, have not seen the thumbnail or whatever, so I'm going to go ahead, we're going to hit play, we're going to react to it live for the first time, and then we'll give it a second watch just to evaluate the banner as a whole alongside the revealed unit. Before we jump into it, I will just briefly remind you that if you do enjoy the content that we put out, including Fire Emblem Heroes videos, and you would like to support the channel, please consider subscribing, leaving a like down below, and leaving a comment. It really does help us out, and we really appreciate it. So with that, let's start. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the title to leave now. Okay, a new legendary hero joins the battle. Who is that? Oh, what? It's Byleth, the Fódlan light.
The goddess gifted me her power.
That Kakage art, she looks so good. I'm a little blindsided at the fact that we're getting another Byleth. To my recollection, this is the only legendary hero that we've gotten both the male and the female versions of, or the avatar where we've gotten the male and the female versions of. So that's a little surprising. I don't know how this is going to be received, but she looks fantastic. There's really no denying that. The art for her is amazing. That special animation was really cool too. So she's gonna be a blue. I didn't even catch it. All right. So there's gonna be Freya. There's going to be Lilina. We've got Saros as well. We got male Byleth on the banner as well. Gatekeeper. Got Marth. Okay. Got Marianne as well. Okay. Brave Erica. Got Yuri. Oh, great. Okay. Ash. Very interesting. 8%, of course. So is she going to be a blue tome user? Anyway, so starting on the 23rd and extending for a little over a week, Byleth, the Fódlan Light, is going to be getting her debut banner. Not exactly what I was expecting. I figured that we would end up getting, down the line, male and female versions of respective avatars. So, like for example, I would have expected us to get a male Robin legendary at some point in the future, a male Corrin legendary at some point in the future, and a female Byleth in the future. I just didn't expect it to happen so soon. It feels very early, but I guess they're still riding that Three Houses hype train. Once again, I can't deny that the art looks fantastic for her, so we'll go ahead and rewind, take a closer look, but there is a lot left of this trailer. There's 17 seconds, so I don't know if something else is being revealed at the end. Let's just keep going here. Limited to FEH Passes. Whoa! Wait. Hold the phone. After your 40th summon on this summoning event, choose a focus hero from the event to summon for free. They're adding a spark to legendary banners for FEH Pass users. Interesting. I know that is going to be divisive. I know people are going to be upset about that. Let's see if there's anything else before we start talking about this change. You'll get a Celestial Stone as well, of course. Okay, no, it doesn't seem like... It seems like that is it, but that is plenty. So, alright, so I know this is going to be controversial. I know a lot of people are going to be upset about this, and I completely understand where they're coming from. The way I kind of look at this, and this is kind of my hot take that is probably going to be unpopular, is that nothing has effectively changed for non-FEH subscribers. The same rules apply, and personally, I don't think they would have added a spark to Legendary or Mythic Hero banners if it weren't for the FEH Pass. I think it's so dramatic of a change. I think they're trying to incentivize the FEH Pass more, but if there was no FEH Pass that existed, they wouldn't have made this change at all. It's just they rely on the scarcity and the limited availability of Legendary and Mythic Heroes too much, at least the current ones. Because it's just such a good bonus, and they've been trying to incentivize the FEH Pass more and more over the past year or so, because it's like a little bit on the light side as far as the bonuses and perks that it provides. They've been bolstering it over time, and I think, again, they're just continuing to bolster it, trying to make it more tempting and more tantalizing for people to subscribe. This is not like some of the quality of life changes that they added to the FEH Pass that I thought they should have given to everybody. Like the auto battle and the continuous auto battle. Like stuff like that, I feel like they should have given to everybody. I feel like this makes sense to lock something like this behind a FEH Pass. Because it is something. If somebody is paying for the FEH Pass, then they've essentially purchased, orbs. I mean, I don't want to say something that I'll regret, but this makes more sense to me than that, because that was a quality of life change that everybody could have appreciated. It's just an enhancement to the default game as a base level. This is changing the actual gacha mechanics in favor of a FEH Pass user, which in my mind makes more sense as to what the FEH Pass is supposed to do. But, I want to kind of think about it a little bit more. Obviously, whatever feedback you have, let Nintendo know, let Intelligent Systems know what you think about it. I would just request that everybody please be civil. I know that is a big ask on the internet these days, but I think that you'll get more receptivity if you come at it from a place of logic rather than being reactionary. And once again, I will just stress that with this change, nothing has actually changed for non-FEH Pass users. It's actually just created a new incentive for FEH Pass users that I don't think would have existed if it weren't for the fact that FEH Pass users are paying players. Anyway, there could be an entire video dedicated to this change. I'm not going to go over that now. This is supposed to be about the Byleth banner. So let's go back and take a look at Byleth herself here. So the Fódlan Light, we have female Byleth as an infantry blue mage. It's a pretty common archetype. The art is by Kakage, and she looks phenomenal. I think the art is fantastic. Kakage always has this kind of signature soft line work and curves, great shading on the character, delicate facial features, deep, beautiful eyes. Love the majestic cloak that she has in one hand and is kind of wrapping around her a little bit, underneath contrasting with the dark, inky blackness of her outfit. The exposed midriff is really alluring, as well as, of course, the signature floral pattern leggings that she has. And yeah, they did a great job with her art. Okay, so she also has the Professorial Guide, 14 Might, Killer Slaying Effect. If unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants +5 to all stats, neutralizes effects that grant special cooldown charge +X to foe, or inflict special cooldown charge -X on unit during combat. Allies within 2 spaces gain neutralize effects that grant special cooldown charge +X to foe, or inflict special cooldown charge -X on unit during combat. So we've seen this before. Killer Slaying Effect is awesome. +5 to all stats with a very, very easy condition meet, player phasing, or within 2 spaces of an ally. And then she has this general effect of basically resetting the special cooldown charge +1 or nullification skills. So what that effectively means is that she will also always gain a special charge, as well as allies within her within 2 spaces of her will always gain a special charge while attacking, irrespective of what the opponent has on their end of things. And it also neutralizes the enemy's breath or blade skills, for example, things that give them an additional charge in combat. Ruptured Sky for the special. Attack speed ideal for at start of combat if unit's HP is 100%, or if bonus is active on unit, grants attack speed +7 to unit during combat. At start of combat, if unit's HP is equal to 100% and bonus is active, grants an additional +2 to attack and speed during combat. I think the ideal skills are pretty excellent A-slot skills. At a base level, you can really control the +7 at the very least. And at the start of a map, generally speaking, you can get that +2 pretty easily as well. Lull Speed Res 3. Inflicts Speed Res -3 on foe and neutralizes foe's bonuses to speed and res. So that, of course, is going to allow her to double and also going to allow her to do more damage. It's essentially going to effectively enhance her offensive capabilities. Goddess Bearer. At start of turn, if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack speed +7, null follow-up, and the following status to unit for 1 turn. Unit can move to a space adjacent to any ally within 2 spaces. What? So that's definitely a Swiss Army knife skill if I've ever seen one. I don't even remember what male Byleth had for his C slot. I don't think it was anything like this. I could be completely forgetting. I don't remember what male Byleth has. I don't have him. But essentially, this is an activated buff. So it's a series of activated buffs that get enabled on her at the start of the turn, as long as she's within 2 spaces of an ally. She gets attack speed +7. So as an activated buff, that means that the actual numbers change, and they change cyan. A null follow-up as an effect on her. And then you've got some additional movement shenanigans baked into that too. That's a lot of things. A lot of different utility to stack onto a C-slot skill. That's pretty good. And I definitely think that's the most interesting element to her entire kit. I mean, everything else we've kind of seen before. The Professorial Guide we've seen before with male Byleth, of course. It's just kind of like the same type of thing. I mean, the rest of her kit is good. It's definitely going to enhance her overall offensive capabilities and damage output. But Goddess Bearer just really kind of gives her a whole bunch of things at once with a very, very easy condition. And we haven't seen a C-slot like quite like that, so that's kind of fascinating. So yeah, female Byleth is good. She's not groundbreaking. She doesn't like blow me away, even with that really powerful C-slot skill. She doesn't blow me away as far as what her capabilities are. What I will say is that, like male Byleth, she has unique utility on a team. I think her weapon can be a huge boon to certain team compositions out there that rely on special charge. It can really handicap enemy teams that rely on special charge. So I think that weapon actually does have a lot of unique utility that's worth having in your barracks, just to kind of play around with, because I think it's fun. It's fun to think about team compositions around that. But aside from that, again, it's not like she just blows me away as far as her kit is concerned. Her art, on the other hand, I think is like fantastic. So let's take a look at her animations again. There's her attacking art. I know a lot of people make fun of it, but I actually think that female Byleth's sort of very neutral, kind of bland expression is kind of charming. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, this art is great. The fluttering tome, how she has the power swirling in her hand as she's kind of leaping forward. It's very headstrong in the pose, like she's leading the charge, right? Because she is the teacher. Her cloak is billowing behind her. I think it's really great. And then here she goes. And it's interesting because she's a tome. That's what threw me off with her weapon type, was that she was using the sword rather than her tome. But yeah, she is a tome user. And here's her special art. Fierce expression on her face. A lot more momentum and swirls of energy around her. Yeah, it's not bad special art. It's okay. And there is the animation for for the group coming out there. That's pretty awesome. Female Byleth making her debut as the marquee character is going to be blue, and she is going to be paired with Seiros. That's very appropriate, as well as Brave Erica. Very, very powerful units all on this color. So that is very tempting. Seiros, very strong. Brave Erica, she's not rare, or I should say she's not limited in any capacity. She is in the regular pool, but she is exceptionally strong as well. For red, we've got Legendary Marth, we've got Legendary Lilina, and we've got Leaf all on that banner. That's a pretty stacked color, too. A lot of good stuff on that one. Red, you always run into the issue of oversaturation with sword users, and you have 2 infantry sword users on this banner, but they have different roles. So it's still a potent color for sure. For green, we've got male Byleth with Gatekeeper and Freya. Wow. Okay. And then for colorless, we've got Marianne, we've got Ash, and we've got Yuri. So I actually think that green and blue are pretty neck and neck as the best colors on this banner. Red, I think, is close, but I don't think it quite meets the standard of blue and green here. And colorless is, frankly, an easy pass. You've got Marianne, who is in the general summon pool. You got Yuri, who is also in the general summon pool. You've got Ash that everybody got for free. You know, despite that, Ash is great. Marianne is very good as well. Yuri, I know he's gotten a lot more popular with the introduction of Summoner's Duels, although I personally consider him to be overrated. But yeah, I think the colorless is definitely the color to skip on this banner. Just as a reminder out there, color sniping is effective on legendary banners and on mythic banners. You just want to make sure that you are okay equally of having at least 2 out of the 3 units on that color. The introduction of the Spark does change things a little bit, but not significantly to the point where I would recommend pulling on colors that you're not interested in. Just for that discount, it doesn't worth it. The marginal discount that you get in the long term is really insignificant statistically when you take into account the lower rate that you're getting for your desired units by pulling on colors that you don't care about. Just throwing that out there. That is the math. That is the reality. But anyway, once again, we are getting the female Byleth as a legendary hero in the game starting on the 23rd and for basically a little bit over a week. Let me know in the comments below if you're excited for female Byleth. I suspect a lot of people are going to be. It's going to be pretty controversial. I anticipate. Let me know what you think about the Spark that's limited to the FEH Pass. I think that's going to be controversial too. I'm expecting a little bit of mayhem myself, but who knows? So for me personally, I'm actually really tempted to pull on this now that there's a Spark for FEH Pass users, because I probably would have skipped only because female Byleth is sharing with 2 units that I already have. So I would have been going in for female Byleth on this banner And that just kind of would have been a low value for me personally. But the fact that there's a spark now changes things, so I'll have to decide what I'm going to do ultimately at the end of the day. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to leave us a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Fire Emblem Heroes content. We thank you so much for watching and for taking time out of your day to spend with us. We really do appreciate it. Certainly hoping you're all staying safe, healthy, secure, and united out there, and wishing the very, very best for you, your family, and your friends. Happy holidays, everyone, and until next time, let's protect those skies.